Hi,
Hello.
folks.
Happy Monday. Monday fun day.
Weird configuration
A
today.
little bit of a weird setup, but that's okay.
Yeah. Due to the game that we were playing, we had
Yes.
to shuffle things around a little bit.
And we'll get to that in a second. But I've been working up towards launching my Kickstarter now for 8 months, getting my Kickstarter ready.
Yeah.
I launched my Kickstarter. What else comes out that day? Like Frosthaven.
Yeah.
It's like, because then like people have to choose like where that limited resource is gonna go, and so I just wish it was like legal requirement to use that Google Doc.
It would be nice.
Because I'm the same way. Like I used to just get on Kickstarter and just be like, I want all of these things. I just can't spend $200 in an afternoon on board games that may or may not ever show up.
I mean, so far that hasn't happened to us.
I just don't get on board game Instagram anymore. Freudian slip. I don't get on board game Kickstarter anymore. If I had, I would have seen this game months ago.
Yeah. This thing blew up, apparently. I didn't know anything about it until I went to GAMA, and it was the talk of the show, because unsurprisingly, all the retailer people are very excited about the possibility of a big new TCG.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Even though this one you said is not predatory because there's, and I still don't understand how the
I will talk about
QRs work.
Yes.
So I know we've talked about it on the stream a couple of times.
Yeah, but the first time I was not 100% clear, and now I am.
Okay. You know. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to this game.
Yeah, Altered.
I imagine that they sell mats that aren't cardboard.
Yes.
This is just what they gave you.
Yes. When I tested this in person, these were like neoprene.
Yeah. Okay.
And not only that, it was a single. Both of these together as a single neoprene thing with a thing in the middle here for the lands. So like, yeah.
Do they sell magic pads like that? I've only seen individual magic pads and like individual pads.
Well, I don't know. Probably they sell everything magic, right? I don't know if I've ever seen a magic that's joined like that.
Yeah.
But it probably exists. But a lot of people, I think for Magic like to have like one that goes with like their deck.
Oh,
and so that's why they have.
Okay, look.
Ones, I'm sure.
Okay, look. I also like to accessorize.
I know.
Okay. I made a dice bag with the metas on it because I would use little mini dice. I had like 500 little bitty tiny dice that were like this big that I would use as counters. And so I had my little dice bag with me all the time, and I put the mana on it. But then I had one also that was just like the mana that I used. So yeah, I get the need for an accessory.
Speaking of accessorizing and decks, these are all starter decks that come with a hero. So I'm trying to pull these out so you can see all the heroes to choose from, and just pick one off vibes, because frankly I don't know how.
So these are all heroes?
No.
So just
this
pick one of these.
This is this hero's deck. That is that hero's deck.
Okay, here I'm gonna get real technical with it. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Any, mini, money, mo, catch, talk about
We-
$75 make it pay
we
$50
have more.
every day. My mom told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Okay, I'm going with Novinka and Blatch.
Okay.
Don't give me more options. I will freak out.
Okay.
Okay, so I am a Lyra hero, and that means something.
Yeah. I could not entirely tell you. So here's the thing. I know how this game plays because I played it at GAMA, but I do not know the difference in these decks. I literally only played with one hero. Cosmic played this hero in BGA apparently. So that is a cool thing. This game is available on BGA. You can go play this thing on Board Game Arena right now with these starter decks.
With like the starter decks?
Yeah. So the big question with this is, again, it's a TCG. The only thing that's available right now are the starter decks,
Okay.
so there's no telling what kind of stuff is in those booster packs. Because when you build these, so you have a hero, and they have a type of card that they use, right? You can see the little
Leer.
Yeah.
Does Lyra and Leer, are those similar words? I'm a Lyra hero. Is a Lyra a person who plays the Leer?
I don't. If that's the case, I've never heard that before, so I don't know.
Sorry, it's just like seeing the two words like side by side.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
There are cards in the booster packs that are neutral, that will have multiple types on them, and so you
just
can
like
mix
a
and
magic
match,
card.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
You can't do that right now because all of these are locked to a specific hero.
So is this a 2-player only game?
Yes.
Okay.
Or well, no, actually no. I don't entirely understand how the 4-player version works, but they have a 4-player version.
Smart. Okay, listening to feedback. Was that a 4-player? Oh wait, you just showed me this. Something
Yeah,
on
so
you just showed me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll explain what these are, but
Okay.
we're going to start with tokens on either end here, and you can see there's a space for each of us here, right? So 2-player,
okay.
and you flip these over, and there's 4. So there is a 4-player version, but I don't know how it works.
I've got a friend that I'm gonna have to show this game to.
Okay, at your own risk. It is a TCG.
Yeah, it's payback because he got me into Magic.
I
heard today he doesn't play Magic anymore, so he's got space in his life for a new addiction.
I don't entirely know why we need these hero-specific tokens.
Okay.
I feel like you could use anything here, but it does come with
Mine are pink.
Yeah, it's got your little lyre symbol on it.
Oh, you already grabbed one for me.
Yeah, so your companion. This is your companion token, and this is your hero token, and I need the fireball.
Is this kid friendly?
Absolutely.
I'm looking at the cards, and the cards seem kid friendly because they're like super colorful.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. I mean, I think you would have to have a kid who's old enough to grok what's going on, but it's not super complicated.
I mean, when I used to go play Magic tournaments, it would be me and a bunch of 8-year-olds.
Yeah. And this is probably less complicated than Magic.
Do you think
maybe?
I'd delight less in beating an 8-year-old as I would an adult? I don't. I delight in beating anybody, including children.
Yeah.
Including beating children in a game, not physically. So I shuffle these guys?
Yep. This is your deck.
And they gave you some bomb sleeves to go with these?
They did.
Is this what the...
What?
You'll know. You'll know.
Oh boy. Okay.
Are these what the cards are going to feel like?
Yeah, I think these
or are these like promo cards?
No, I think these are the cards. They feel cheap. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I don't know, but...
They make me feel like I'm glad we got sleeves for them.
Yeah, they definitely seem like they're going to wear out.
But I mean, like,
later.
sleeving was such a big deal in Magic.
Yeah.
I assume it's that way in everything.
Yeah.
It just like, helps you keep track of your decks and all kinds of stuff. So like, we could just we've got like the sleeves with the different color backs. So all of these decks that we have, we could just put each specific kind in its own color.
Yeah.
To make them easier to spot. But like, so maybe it's just because it's a game that's like made to be sleeved. So you're not going to waste the time on that like extra shit on the cards.
Yeah, it is. They definitely want you to sleeve them. Again, there were a whole bunch of promotional Dragon Shield sleeves,
which we have.
No, well, we sort of have. So the ones they were using, this is what they gave out with the promotion. They just have the standard back printed on them. So the ones they were using would have the hero printed on the back.
Oh.
And so you'd be able to just be like, oh, this is this hero's deck, right?
Sure.
So, but part of.
And this is an unpaid promo copy that Jeremy got at GAMA.
Yeah, some dude literally said, my boss said I needed to hand these out, and handed me one of them. And then his boss came up and was like, I didn't tell you to say that. to which I said, as I said to most people while I was there, is like, I'm not a retailer. You don't need to impress me. I'm a designer. And she was like, no, it's good. Take it, please.
Please. We don't. You know what it's like when you're looking at a big box of merch you're gonna have to drag back to your hotel room.
So the cool thing on this, supposedly, is that as you can see, they all have these QR codes on them, right?
Yeah.
So as this was explained to me at their booth, the way this is supposed to work, it'll have an app, a companion app, so that you'll be able to scan that code and add it to your account. You'll have an account with them. And
Okay, so because that didn't give me anything.
I don't think the app is live yet.
Okay.
This comes out in August, by the way. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the way it's supposed to work is you'll be able to scan this, add it to your app, and then you will own it digitally. Once you scan one of these, it doesn't matter how many copies of this you have, you just scan one, you own that one, right? You can order as many copies of this card as you want. So that may be some of the thinking on the card cheapness, potentially. If you wear this out, you can get another one. You can literally...
For pay.
Yes. You go on their website, order whatever you want, as long as you own the QR code, and they'll send you more copies of it.
Okay, so like in here, I know we're on like a standard playing deck here. If I get like a booster pack, and I get like an ultra rare, like all the kids on the schoolyard are jealous of me now, of my Charizard. Is that a Pokemon?
Charizard.
Charizard. If I wear it out and I order a new one, does it cost the same as if I'm getting a Lyra Scald?
I think so, up to a point.
So they don't make you like pay, well, because this one's worth 2 cents on eBay, and that one's worth $25. They're not going to make me pay more?
Yeah, no, they might make you pay more if it's like, hey, this ultra rare one has full stamping or something, right?
Yeah, but like equal cards, equal price for equal cards.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Equal
fact,
pay for equal production value cards.
I'm not going to show this one because they explicitly told me not to. But because it's got a QR code on it that somebody could scan and steal.
Okay, can you cover up the QR code and show it to me?
Yeah. So this is an ultra rare version of this hero.
Oh, and it's in a sleeve.
And it's in a sleeve. It looks exactly the same as the one that's in the base pack here.
Okay.
What happens is you scan this, and the app tells you, bling, 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 this is ultra rare. You can order the ultra rare version of this from them, and they'll send it to you.
Okay. Let me see that. So it surely just has like, looks like holograph. I mean, not even, it's just like a higher print quality?
I don't know if it's even that. I think that's the point.
Just because it says promo 2024?
They don't put, you don't open a booster pack and get the ultra rare with the foil or whatever on it. You get that and you scan the QR code, and when you scan the QR code, it tells you if it's an ultra rare one, and then you can get that from them. It's again.
That's really exciting because then you get mail. Again, coming back to kid friendliness.
Well, and their pitch was this is a sustainability thing as well, because then they don't have to print a whole bunch of stuff that nobody uses. If you really want it, we'll send it to you, but we're not going to waste resources printing it until someone gets the code and tells us they want it, and then we'll send it.
And there's like some kind of like system in place that just says like, I, Wendy Hendy, own this specific card.
You have an account with them. When you scan it, it gives that to you. And supposedly you'll be able to go on their online auction thing, not auction
and sell
thing, and trade.
So like, what if okay, so I got this card, and it's special ultra rare. And so I go on there and I buy 5 more, and I sell you one for $20. So now, do you also have unlimited purchasability of this ultra rare card? How do you keep like pirating, or like, I don't know how to describe that?
Because based on my understanding, the QR codes are unique. So you can order 5 copies of it, but the QR code will be the same on all of them. If someone else tries to scan it and you haven't traded it to them, it's going to say, you don't own this. Winnie Hindi owns this. Yeah. So.
I would hate to have to maintain that QR database. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's intense.
As a data manager, I'm just saying, I don't know the person that is responsible for maintaining that, and I don't know anything about their salary, but I can tell you they're not paid enough.
Yeah.
They're not paid enough. Oh my god.
But that is the whole thing surrounding the game.
Okay, I love this. Okay.
Not the game itself.
Now I'm gonna stop talking and let's actually play.
No, you're good, honey. So we don't need these because we're not using these heroes right now. So we can put the rest of these tokens away.
Get us.
So
I also love that this game just comes in a deck box.
Well, it comes in. They have packaging. They just the promo they were handing out. They just threw everything in this. So
I don't know. I kind of just feel like more card games should just come in a deck box.
So the story of this game, such as this, is that something happened that altered the world. Literally our world as we know it, right? This modern.
So they're on Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing, whatever this thing was, it made all the like fairy tales and myths and legend come to life. So you will see as you're going through some of these, you will come across like Alice from Alice in Wonderland, or Dorothy Gale, or like all these Joan of the one I played with had Joan of Arc.
And all of this stuff is just like open source at this point, so they don't even have to.
Yeah. So there's you'll see some of those in there potentially as you're playing.
I'm not looking at my deck again because I don't have to shuffle it again. But oh my god. Okay, so this goes deck.
Yes.
Boom. I love when they tell you exactly where to put something.
But the idea is we're playing as these heroes in this world. But rather than fighting each other like we would do in Magic, we are going out on an expedition. And it's a race, essentially. The person who wins is the one who finishes first.
Okay.
And so we're going out and exploring, because nobody knows what the world is like anymore since it changed. And so we're going out to explore it and see what's out there, basically. And to do that, our hero is going to move this way, and our companion that we're trying to meet up with is going to move this way. You win when they're in the same place.
That seems so simple.
The first person to do that wins.
How do you move?
Well, you are going to start by drawing 6 cards from your deck.
Can I look at them?
Yes. And I'm probably going to draw some more here because I'm using these as examples. So.
Why don't you just use one of the other decks?
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to use Tija and Nora here. Alright, when you look at these cards, you'll see a couple of things. First thing, if you look up here in the corner, this is the cost. This is your mana cost to play it, right?
Okay.
The big one in front is your mana cost to play it.
Okay.
The second one is your cost to play it from the reserve, because when you play a card in this game, you don't just play it once, you often will play it twice. How do you get mana? Well, the first thing you're going to do, and don't do this yet because you don't understand how the cards work yet, but you're going to look at these and decide, okay, how many of these do I want to keep and how many of these do I want to turn into mana?
Okay.
Because any that I decide I don't need immediately, I want to place face down. And these are now my mana. So I now have 3 mana that I can use.
And there is just 1 mana regardless
1 mana
of what's
per
on the
card.
card?
Yep.
Okay.
And to use it, you exhaust it.
Okay.
And then at the next turn, these will come back up and you'll have 3 mana. And on future turns, you'll have more opportunities to add more.
How many cards do you play at once? However many you can afford?
Yes. Like I said, in the corner, this is the mana cost to play it. You have a few different card types. The most common one is going to be these characters. Characters you play, you pay their mana cost and you play them to one of the 2 expeditions here. You've got an expedition on this side and one on this side. They may have a special ability down here that can trigger based on different things, but the main thing you're looking for are these numbers on the side right here. So if I play this character to this expedition, I have 1 strength in each of these biome types. Forest, mountain, and water.
Okay.
If you look at these land cards, you'll see those symbols on here as well. You are trying to get more strength in any one of those types than your opponent. So if you played these and I played these, at the end of the round, we'll look here, and I've got 4 mountain, 3 water, and 1 forest. And you've got 1 forest, 4 mountain, and 4 water. We're tied on mountain, so neither one of us moves on that. We're tied on forest, so neither one of us moves there. I've got 3 water, and you've got 4 water. So you beat me on water, so since you beat me in one of them, you get to move your companion forward.
If I beat you in 3 of them.
Doesn't matter, you just gotta beat me in one of them.
Okay.
Now that this is here though, you'll notice there's only mountains here.
Yep.
So at this point, on your next turn, whatever you play here, you have to win in mountain. It doesn't matter how much water and how much forest you got, those won't help you at all.
And you'll automatically get to move forward.
No, so if this is here, and I am, you're still trying to win this expedition. So even though you've moved forward 1, if I still manage to beat you, I'll get to move instead of you. Does that make sense?
No.
We're competing for this side. So even though you're here now, one of us has to win this side. You have to beat me with mountain in order to move. I can beat you with any of these 3 in order to move.
Okay. So in this case, we're tied still on forest.
Yes, and we're tied on mountain, so no one can move here, basically.
Okay.
And you beat me in water, but water doesn't help me move.
Okay. So I'd have to get another card out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you play characters, they don't get discarded. At the end of the turn, they actually come down here into your reserve.
Okay.
You've only got 2 slots, so that means if you have more characters than that, some of them are going to get discarded.
2 slots per expedition.
No. So these are your 2 reserve slots. These are your 3 landmark slots. And I'll explain landmarks in a minute. But so these will come down here. If you've got more than that, you get to choose which ones come and which ones go into your discard. So once they're in your reserve, these are not good examples. Let me see if I can find one that's a good example here. Yeah, here we go. So you'll notice this guy right here. He costs 3 to play.
Okay.
now that he's been played and he goes down here into reserve on your next turn, you can play him from your reserve for 2.
And those costs go up and down? Or stay the same?
So far I've only seen them stay the same or go down.
Okay.
So they can be cheaper to play from the reserve. They also may have certain actions that only trigger when played from the reserve. You just have to read what the card says.
We need some D6s.
Okay, we can get some. So if you play this guy from the reserve, obviously he costs less. He comes back up here into whichever expedition you want to play him in.
Okay.
But since you've played him from the reserve now, you need to put one of these exhaust tokens in. And this is just a reminder that at the end of this turn, he can't go back into reserve. He has to discard at that point.
Okay. Another place where my little mini dice would really come in handy.
Yes. So that's it. You're playing cards into either expedition, trying to win.
So I'm either trying to move a hero or a companion.
Yeah, or both if you can swing it. But
so what if I go into the hero expedition and you go into the companion expedition?
Then
do we both win by default?
Potentially, yeah. If I don't put anything here,
yeah,
then yeah, you'll just win that one because I have a 0 strength here.
And you likewise would win.
Yeah,
over there
because you have 0 strength there. But you have to put something in it. So like, if for some reason I didn't put anything into this and you didn't have anything into this, you would have to put at least one card into it in order to win.
Okay, let me ask you one more question.
Yeah.
Are we fighting here to here or here to here?
Here to here.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for, but you never know. Okay.
That's basically card play there. So, like I said, you'll start by picking which cards you want to turn into mana, and then on future turns you'll be able to place up to 2 more, but no more, in a single turn in your mana pool.
Draw 2 cards, put a card in mana.
Yeah, you will only draw 2. So if I decide, well, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of mana and I've only got 1 card left, well, that's fine. But I'm not drawing 6 up again. I'm drawing 2 every turn. And so you can slowly build your mana pool as you go as well. Landmarks you may or may not have in your deck there. Some of these starter decks have them, some of them don't. They're permanent. And they usually say permanent on them. You play them like a character, but they don't go into your expedition. They go right into your landmark slot. And like I said, you can only have 3 of them max.
What do they do?
They give you some kind of ongoing buff usually. So the guy I was playing had landmarks that would let him play cards for cheaper or something, right? Like, so once it's there, it just has some kind of thing that's just constantly giving you some kind of bonus. I had cards that would let me destroy his landmarks. And again, I don't know how these different decks play, so we may or may not have that sort of stuff, but that's basically how landmarks work. The third type of card you have is a spell. And spells typically get played directly into your reserve. They don't come out here and give you strength. They usually have some sort of immediate effect. So you play it to your reserve, do whatever it says, and then discard it.
Okay. Even if it has the 2 purchase prices?
Spells do not necessarily discard immediately, but typically they go into your reserve, have an immediate effect, and go away.
Okay.
And again, all of this is caveated with these decks work differently, so.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's pretty normal, I think.
So those are your 3 types. That's it.
Okay.
We will do this until, like I said, one of us has our 2 tokens cross, and that person wins. Whoever does that first.
Okay.
Your hero will have some sort of ability.
Yes. So I can exhaust her to do her special ability?
It depends. What does it say?
The symbol indicates that it's exhaust. Target a character you control, then roll a die. On a 6, it gains anchored.
Okay.
During rest, it doesn't go to the reserve and it loses anchored.
Oh,
2 to
cool.
5
Okay.
gains 1 boost. A boost is a +1/+1/+1 counter.
Mm-hmm. These guys.
Remove it when it leaves the expedition zone. 1, send it to the reserve. So I need some anchors,
Yep.
some boosts.
Yep, right here.
Okay. We need some dice.
Okay.
Can we grab some?
Yeah.
Did our music end as we move into Edge?
It should, but I'll check it. Enough?
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So when they exhaust, do they come back up? When you ready your cards?
Yeah. Yeah, so
ready. So there's no reason for me to not do this every time.
yeah, they call it morning, noon, and evening.
Yeah.
But it's really just
that's brilliant,
yeah.
by the way.
It's really just top of the round, middle of the round, end of the round.
Okay, morning, noon, afternoon, dusk, and night.
Yeah. And some things will trigger. So mine at noon. If you are the first player, create a Boda 2/2/2 companion token.
Nice.
In your companion expedition. So actually I probably have those in here somewhere and I need to pull them out.
Eric, I'm sorry that I'm in your way, girl. So a spell just goes straight into your reserve? You don't have to pay for it? It just goes there?
No, you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it when it goes into your reserve and then it comes out? Or you pay for it when it comes out of your reserve, or it pays for you when it goes in your reserve? When do you pay for it?
You pay for it when you play it, when it goes into your reserve. So
and then it comes out of your reserve on like the next round or whatever?
No, it just instantly. The reason they tell you to put it here is because they don't go to your expedition and contribute strength.
Okay.
They typically just go into your reserve, do a thing, and then immediately get discarded.
Okay.
Again, typically. Yeah, so we have hero abilities, mana I talked about. I think that's really it. Well, like I said, we'll start in the morning by drawing cards, adding to our mana pool if we want to.
What does fleeting mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Does this not give us a... You see what's on the...
It's an indicator for fleeting, but...
Yeah, let me see what's on the little...
So is that the instruction manual?
Yep. Hand costs, support type, support ability, blah blah blah. Triggers.
What's Barb doing?
She's just laying down.
Oh. She's such a cute little demon, isn't she?
Oh, okay, yes. Fleeting is this.
Yes, but what does that mean?
It means, so remember when I told you, if you play a companion, it does its thing, then it goes to your reserve, and then if you play it again, you put one of these on it. That's what it means. It means it can't go back into your reserve. It gets discarded at the end of this round.
Okay.
And your spells do. Okay, here, let me just read it exactly what it says. When you play a spell, resolve all of the card's effects, then send it immediately to your reserve. If you play a spell from your reserve, it gains fleeting. Discard it once you resolve its abilities.
Okay. So I just got a push from the subreddit for Chattanooga.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's a note that someone left on the car of another in the parking lot of an apartment complex. Can I read this to you?
Sure.
Dear unofficial parking police, learn how to park between, and between is underlined.
Nice.
Serious business. Learn how to park between the lines before always expecting the same. It's not cool to leave nasty notes. We all have lives and try. God bless you. Thank you very much. Parking police. So I assume you're gonna be the first player.
Do you want me to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I need to see which one of these dice is gonna give me the best results. Which one is really bad at me? Well, shit. It's as if the dice are random.
You set your mana?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so
Here, I'm gonna regret this.
that means we are at noon.
Okay. So
Hey, Legends. Oh, Barbara's rolling around.
Oh. Hey, Legends! You're just in time for us to start playing Anchored. Altered.
Alright, so it's noon, so at noon, if you are the first player, I am, create Buddha companion token in your companion expedition. Buddha 222, yep, that's right, okay. So this is the companion expedition, because that's where our companion tokens are. And then, I am going to play... I'm going to use 3 mana to play this Haven Warrior. Now your turn. We play, I don't know if I said this, we play one thing at a time and go back and forth until we both
Okay.
pass.
Okay, well, I'm gonna spend my 2 mana that I have and go here with my Ouroboros Trickster. So I need to roll a dice.
Okay.
So she got a 4, so that means she's got 2 in every category.
Okay. Did you use your ability?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will though. I mean, I plan on it. So is this the point where I would use it?
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can do that on your turn anytime. I don't think that's
okay.
like a card play.
So my special thing is I can exhaust her, target a character you control, then roll a die. On 6+, it gains anchored. So she got a 6. So she is anchored. It's not really the outcome I was hoping for though.
That means she doesn't go to reserve at the end of the round?
Correct.
Okay.
But if it was a 2 to 5, she would get boosts.
Okay. That's still not bad.
No, it's not.
You'll just have that out there for free next time, basically. Okay. Yeah. And I'm out. So.
Oh, okay.
I pass.
Pass.
Then okay. Now we compare strengths. We both have 2 and everything on this end, I think. Right?
Yes.
So neither one of us moves.
Okay. You're
I win
unchallenged
this,
here.
So
Congratulations.
I will move forward 1.
Ooh.
And then mine will go into reserve. Yours will.
My anchor will come off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ready back up.
Everybody ready? And then we draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And at least 1 goes to mana.
Doesn't have to. It's your choice. You can add 1 to mana, but you don't have to. The guy at the booth said typically he tells people once you get to 8 you don't need to keep adding, but there's no rule you can't keep adding.
Okay.
Okay, and now you're first player.
So, okay, so I've got a card and it says, like, when played from your hand, up to 1 target character gains fleeting. If it would be sent to reserve, discard it instead. Does that mean one of my guys or one of your guys?
It just says 1 target character?
Yeah.
It could be either, but yeah, you probably would want to target one of mine. However, I have to have something out for you to do that.
Yeah, you sure do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll for my trickster. Okay, so she got 2 boosts, so she's 2 in every category. I'm just going to drop this to a 2 so that I can remember that.
Okay.
Your turn.
You're not playing anything?
I will, but I just did one thing and then I'm letting you do your thing.
You gotta play something, honey.
I don't want to play.
Otherwise, you have to say pass.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
You can't just trigger the ability on the card. I'm sorry.
Fuck off, sis. Okay, well, I'm going to spend my 3 mana here to bring out Lyra, Cloth Dancer. Up to 1 target character gains fleeting. And I'm not going to do that, obviously. So now let me do this and roll another dice. Okay, I got a 5. Gain 1 boost. I'm going to give this to her.
Is it just a +1 boost?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because we have +2s as well. Alright.
Herc is really light, not the night sky down here.
Clearly. Oh, this guy doesn't go to reserve. He needs the name. Okay.
So you can only do that once?
No, whenever I'm first player.
Oh, okay.
Do I want to use your thing? Or do I just want to play you?
You sound like single Wendy.
I'm gonna play Intimidation here for 2 mana.
Okay.
This is a spell. It does not. It has fleeting though, so it doesn't go to reserve. So I just have to use it immediately. Return target character or permanent with hand cost of 4 or less to owner's hand. It's your turn again.
Pass.
No, to your hand, not reserve, babe.
Oh, back to my hand?
Yeah. This is why we can't play these games.
No, it's fine. I just never expect you to be such a monster.
Pass.
Okay. So
you win this one. You get to move your companion forward. And now they go to reserve. No, this side. Alright, draw 2. This here. Okay, I'm first now. So I get Buddha back.
I just saw that because I clarified that I could use that fleeting on anyone I want.
Yeah.
Good to know it's only a pot of
I told you that.
No.
I've literally said.
Yeah, but now I'm mad at you.
Alright, I'm spending all of my mana to play this Atlas guy.
Okay.
He has gigantic. I am considered present in each of your expeditions.
Oh.
Actually,
You're playing a big old chunk of manga, huh?
I'm going to use this as well. I can discard this from the reserve to give him a boost. Next character you played is a boost.
Are you gonna do your special power?
I did.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. What does that guy say?
Target character with hand cost of 3 or more gains anchored. Discarding from the reserve to do this.
Oh, but he doesn't have any power when he's played?
No.
Okay. Pass. She gets fleeting as well, so she came out of the reserve.
Not as in love with these as I could be. Okay, so now she's worth 2.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna put this here.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. This guy counts for both of mine, so I've got 4 and everything here. And I've got 6 and everything here.
I have 6 in everything except for water.
Okay. So I beat you on water. And we're tied on the other 2.
Okay, so you move forward here. This comes into reserve.
Yes.
Okay, and then over here,
Or
I have 1. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, over here I have 1. So you went over here as well, and
Yes.
she goes to Sleepy Town.
yes. Also known as the discard pile. Okay. I don't know if these come off when they go into reserve or not. I want to say they do.
I would assume they do.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I move here. Yes. Alright, ready up. Player 1.
So we're only allowed to have 2 cards in reserve.
Correct. Any excess get discarded.
Can I play something to my reserve? Like directly to my reserve?
Spell? Other than a spell, no, unless the card says you can do that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3 of my. What is this actually called? I assume they don't call it mana.
I mean, mana is actually a generic term, so it might.
I mean, it comes from the middle.
Yeah. They call them mana orbs.
Oh. Fascinating. Okay, well, it's your turn, bitch. Let's go. Love you.
Love you.
This makes me want to play Magic.
1, 2, 3. Discard 1 target card from a reserve.
The fact that you're laughing makes me want to murk you. Love you. Mean it.
Work away.
Okay. I'll play these 3 to come here. Up to 1 target character gains fleeting.
Pass.
Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tide. You win this one.
I have something really important to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pardon me.
Some of these expensive cards are hard to get out. This is fun. I played with Sigmar
Six Sigma.
at GAMA, Sigismar and Wingspan is who I played as at GAMA, and they definitely played differently than this guy does.
Okay. I like this game. I am probably not gonna win, but
You might.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh, okay. Since I'm first, then I get Buddha back. Alright, I'm gonna use 5 to get Atlas back out here. He gets fleeting now.
Okay. So you've got 5. Over here. Two. To bring. Where are they going here?
Okay. He's in both, remember. Just
Okay.
okay.
Up to one target character gains fleeting. What does that card in your reserve do? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll go put fleeting on this one. Was it already gonna have fleeting?
Yeah, he leaves the game at the end. So that doesn't
He does?
Yeah.
What about him? He
He's
has
already got
fleeting.
fleeting on him, so
Well, I'm gonna hold off on playing her for a second. Okay. Let's see what else you bring out, you dick. I'm gonna do this. Okay. That really could have gone better. I wish I had a button for a reroll. You're playing a kind of character that I feel like Daniel likes to play. That's like a screw you player. You know, like you just.
you have stuff that does things to me too. You keep putting fleeting on all my guys.
There's a big difference between that and just dismissing all of my cards at all times. Don't do me, Buster.
I'm spending 2 to play this Bravos Pathfinder.
Okay, so now you've got 6 over here. Wait, what are we fighting in? You're fighting in water. I'm just fighting for my life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I have 6 over here and 5 over here.
Okay. So now I'm going to play 2 to bring her out of reserve. This is now fleeting.
Okay. Pass. I'm out of mana.
Play it all in. We've got 6 over here.
You want to explain to the class what that just did?
Yeah, roll a die. Target character gains X boost, where X is the result.
Okay. Congratulations. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay. 5.
And I have 4.
Okay. So I win this one. I think you won this one. You got
7.
7, and I've got 6. I like using the cards as your mana. It gets a little unwieldy.
I need a bigger map.
Yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're a first player?
No, you are.
Okay.
Do you like this?
So much.
Okay. Keep you away from the game stores in August.
Okay. Your turn. No, I can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do this. So let me just do this. And gross. This card has such potential to be really bomb, and I just roll like absolute dog ass on her.
Spend your mana.
Thought I did. Sorry.
Alright, I'm going to
I
spend.
need more room. Yeah, I guess I can just do this.
I'm gonna spend 2. this Bravos Tracer out. They get fleeting.
How to do something major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jeez.
Asmodeus.
Wow.
Roll a die. Okay, 4. I get anchored.
The dice thing with this character is very unlike any of the other decks I've seen so far.
So she just got anchored. On a 1 to 3, I gain 3 boosts.
Wow.
She's incredible. Alright.
Okay.
I am performing poorly, but I am having a good time while playing like crap.
I'm not playing like crap. Stop it.
Okay, and she is anchored. So if a card is anchored and fleeting, how does that work?
They must cancel each other out.
Can I double anchor a card?
I'm going to guess no, but you're asking the person who played this one time at a convention.
Well, that really sucks to roll that good. Oh well.
This guy gets 2 boosts, so +2.
Uh-huh. I have 5 and everything over here.
Mm-hmm.
So does that get me a W? Oh, are you done?
No, yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, I was pass.
Oh, okay. Then
You're about to shit on me. I can feel it. Just open my mouth so it can go down my throat.
what is this one at?
1.
Okay.
She has such potential if I just could not roll it bonk.
Physical training, spell. Target character gets 3 boosts. Now I'm done.
Okay. So I have 5 over here on everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you have
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on forest.
so you beat me. What do you have on mountain? 6.
Yes.
So you beat me there too. Well played, sir. And then you of course beat me over here.
This one goes away.
That had so much potential to be better.
It stays out
Yeah.
at no cost to you. That's not
Watch
nothing.
out next time because I'm coming at that ad.
Yeah, that's not nothing at all. Ooh.
But your friends are about to meet up. Time to bust out all the guns, right?
Probably. You're first this time. Oh wait, were you first last time?
I believe I was.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I didn't.
Cause yeah, get your Buddha out. Buddha. Rocking everywhere. Hey Anton. It's going okay. I was having a really good day until I played this game and Jeremy started beating me.
Wow.
How are you? Is it springtime in Sweden yet? We are playing Altered. I almost called it Anchored again. Altered, which is a tradable card game coming out this fall from Asmodee. So Asmodee? It makes sense.
Equinox is the name of the company.
Equinox.
I think that they have some
Why
sort
did I
of
assume
relationship with,
Asmodee?
because the rep who gave me this was from Asmodee.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they're a publisher. I don't know what
Not
the relationship
springtime
there
yet.
is, but
So it is springtime here. Like, you'll notice I'm still wearing a sweatshirt because it went from being 90 over the weekend to being like 60 today. It shocked my system. Okay. I am going to bring my Chronicler, 1, 2, 3, up out of the deck here. Snowmobiling today. Oh my gosh. Like every time you come hang out with us, Anton, it makes me want to go somewhere really cold to go snowmobiling, but not with like crazy hicks like we would go snowmobiling with. I want to like jump off roofs and stuff, but like fun ways. Here, I'll just do this.
I'm done.
Okay, like done?
Yeah.
Done?
Mm-hmm.
But just once, not for 6 months. Yeah. Like I've said many times, like, I love cold weather. I like going to snow. I like going to places where I need my 0-degree coat. I like going to those places and then coming back to the south.
Yeah.
Coming back down south US where it's awesome. Okay. Is one of those counting in both of these areas? Okay. European. Okay, I'm gonna play 2 to get Hathor out.
Okay.
Like, having trouble reading your numbers. Okay, are you done
Yeah, I'm
still?
done. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 to come here.
Six is usually good.
Not in this case.
What did it do?
Well, if it was anything that wasn't a 6, then I would have gotten boosts. But because it was a 6, I got an anchor.
Oh, okay.
So, this one I feel like is coming down to the wire, my brother. Okay, show me
Done?
what you got. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
And she is pleading. I need to make sure everybody knows that.
6 in both mountain and water. 3, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. 3, 4, 5. 5 in mountain and water, 7 in forest.
8.
Okay.
So I get to move forward here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 forest, 2 water, 4 mountain.
I have 11 forest,
Jeez, okay.
3 mountain, 8 water.
You need forest or mountain. You have forest. You beat me on forest, so you get to move. But I beat you on mountain, so I also get to move.
Even though you didn't beat me on water.
No, it just has to be one.
Okay. So you won.
Yep.
Hey, do you know what you're doing at lunchtime tomorrow?
This?
Yes, ho. This.